Welcome to AI for Business, the podcast where we cover the latest AI news and AI tools that matter. I'm your host, and today we're looking at Meta's push to hire top AI talent away from OpenAI and Google, a strange behavior in Google's Gemini model, and new research from MIT that suggests ChatGPT could be affecting how we think. We'll also cover a tool for making video thumbnails and titles, plus a prompt tip with 5 ways to use AI for everyday time savings. The competition for top AI minds is getting sharper. Meta has reportedly offered compensation packages as high as $100 million in a bid to lure top researchers from OpenAI and Google DeepMind. According to OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, who recently discussed this in a podcast interview, those offers haven't had much success so far. He said many of OpenAI's top researchers have turned down the offers, choosing instead to stay where they are. Altman pointed out that while Meta seems focused on attracting talent with large paychecks, OpenAI's mission-driven culture might be the reason why their people are sticking around. Altman also added that he doesn't see Meta as strong in creating new ideas, suggesting that innovation needs more than just resources. While Meta has hired some strong talent, including researchers from Google and other AI firms, its bigger challenge may lie in forming a culture that supports deep, original thinking. At the same time, both companies appear to be exploring how AI could change social media. Meta has been testing an AI-powered social app, though users have had mixed reactions. OpenAI, on the other hand, is said to be working on its own version internally. If that's true, it would put them on a direct path to compete with Meta not just in AI labs, but in public-facing products too. Meanwhile, researchers have been observing something unexpected with Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro. As part of an effort to better understand how AI models make decisions, DeepMind had Gemini play through Pokémon Red and Blue. What they found was that when the model sensed its characters were close to losing, its reasoning seemed to decline. It started ignoring tools it had available and making less logical choices. Although AI doesn't feel stress, its actions in these moments looked a lot like what a person might do when panicked. It's not that the model broke down completely, but it showed that even high-performing systems can behave in ways that feel off when conditions change. While the results can be funny, these experiments help researchers see how models build their understanding of the world and what happens when they get it wrong. Still, Gemini has shown strong problem-solving abilities too. In some cases, it was able to solve puzzles on the first try using self-created tools. Now, let's talk about how using AI might affect the brain. A study from MIT tracked what happens when people write essays using ChatGPT compared to using search engines or writing with no digital help at all. Over several months, researchers saw that the group using ChatGPT had weaker brain activity when they later tried to write on their own. Many of them couldn't even recall a single sentence they had written, while nearly everyone in the No AI group could. The idea here is what the researchers call cognitive debt. You get the task done faster, but you might be relying too much on the tool. And over time, that can chip away at how deeply you think or remember. Interestingly, people who first wrote essays without AI and then used ChatGPT to edit or clean up their writing showed stronger brain connectivity. That pattern suggests that using AI as a second step rather than a first draft assistant can help you get the benefits without weakening your thinking. The researchers compare it to the way GPS has affected how well people remember routes, or how calculators have led people to forget math altogether. Using AI too soon in the thinking process might lead to similar effects. It becomes easier, but your mental effort drops. Today's AI tool to try is Pixels. If you're creating video content and need to make thumbnails and titles quickly, this tool can help. It lets you generate thumbnail designs from prompts, swap in your own face or a brand persona, and create titles based on the topic of your video. That means you can keep your content looking consistent and professional without spending hours on design. Link to try in the description. The prompt tip for today is using AI to handle the repetitive parts of your day so you can focus on what needs more thought. For example, instead of spending time planning meals or rewriting similar emails, you can ask ChatGPT to handle those tasks based on your usual habits. Try giving it instructions like, plan 3 days of simple meals under 10 each, or draft a response to a customer asking about a late delivery. By using AI this way, you keep the time-consuming chores out of your headspace and keep your attention on what really needs it. That wraps up this episode of AI for Business. If you want to keep up with what's happening in AI, what tools are worth exploring, and how all of this ties into how we work, please subscribe to the show so you don't miss what's coming next. If you found today's discussion helpful, send this episode to a friend or coworker who's figuring out how to use AI in their workflow. And if you've got a minute, leave us a review. It helps more people discover the show. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.